1, 2. Okay. Okay, guys, nice to see you here. You heard about Prospera already, so I'm not gonna repeat a bunch of stuff that already was said here. But today I would like to tell you how I got into Prospera, how I got to know Roatan as the island, and what we are doing there as the Bitcoin Education Center that we founded recently. And it's called METH Academy. So everything started here with these people. The guy on the right, Gabriel, he's my colleague. He just called me one day and he told me like, Dusan, so to mine Bitcoin you need electricity, right? I said like, yeah, you do. You know, because my mother-in-law, she owns a power plant. I was like, okay, we can check it out. So that's the mother-in-law. She's really crazy lady. And that's the biogas power plant in behind us. And that's where we started to mine Bitcoin 2 years ago. Basically, we're turning the cow shit into Bitcoin. So the term shitcoin kind of takes a different approach right now. So we were mining Bitcoin with a cow shit, and that's how we started. But we didn't want to stay only with mining. We said to ourselves, let's use the money that we create, the Bitcoin that we mine, to educate people. Because for 5 years, I'm doing Bitcoin education only, and this is my full-time job. One of our clients that is mining with us, he's starting to send me pictures from some place called Roatan. And I was like, dude, where is it? Like, is it Asia? Is it Africa? I had no idea. Literally, last year, no idea what is Roatan. So I said to Google it out, and I realized, okay, it belongs to Honduras. And I Googled Honduras, and I was like, it's one of the most dangerous countries in the world. I was like, okay, I need to go there and check it out by myself. I realized that Roatan is a super safe place. It's a beautiful part of Caribbean. They have the second largest coral reef in the world and like the most beautiful place to just dive and enjoy the underwater life. I was like, let's do it out. So I take Gabriel, his family, his 4-year-old daughter and 3-month-old son, and we did a trip from Slovakia. So it was super crazy. Gabriel was, you know, his nerves were blown out because of the kids screaming all the time in the plane. And I took my girlfriend and we just set up on a trip to Roatan. What is super weird of Roatan, and I had no idea before, is that the second largest community on Roatan is Czech people. I'm like, what are the Czechs doing on Roatan? You know, I'm from Slovakia, so we used to be one country before. I was like, what these guys are doing there? And you wouldn't believe it has to do something with the beer. Because Czech people founded a brewery on Roatan many years ago. Then Heineken came. The brewery went out of business because of Heineken, but they stayed there. And they set up a village there on Roatan. So there is a Czech village with a Czech hospoda, where every Thursday or every Tuesday they have a guy with a guitar playing Czech songs. So it's super crazy. So I said, like, I need to go and see that by myself. This is a view actually from the Czech village. It's a really, really beautiful place there. And Roatan is super cool, and they hate government as well. They tell you not to steal because, you know, the government hates competition. And I was kind of laughing when I saw this because, you know, I was seeing the politicians just hanging around on the sides, right, if you check it out. So Roatans are really anarchists. And as Niklas said, Niklas, where are you? You're there. He's kind of responsible why I set up a Bitcoin education center there, because I came in April and I was checking, oh, there's some Prospera Summit going on. I opened the website, and as you said, I was like, oh, this is some kind of a scam. This cannot be true. It looks super good to be true. But I said, okay, I'm there. Let's just check it out. Let's see what's happening. And again, there were the buildings there. Everything was being built up. I was like, wow, this is super amazing. And we had the opportunity to present our ideas. And I had the idea of setting up a Bitcoin education center somewhere outside of European Union, because European Union is going really sideways and downhill. So I said, like, we might do it here. And I presented the idea, and Eric Bremen was sitting in the front and said, like, I like the idea, and if you want, I can show you a building where you can start it from July. I was like, oh my God, this is happening. So he took me to an amazing, beautiful building on the top of a hill, the highest viewpoint on the whole island of Roatan. This used to be a Montessori school before, but since they grew up in numbers, they needed a larger space. So they moved to a different building, and this started to be free. And okay, I saw the view and I said, okay, we need to do it here. It's super beautiful. So there was a lot of calculation, my life is gonna change. I need to take my girlfriend with me. My parents will not be happy about it because, going from Slovakia to Honduras, it's a crazy stuff. And there's nice saying when somebody asking you, where do you live? And you wanna make them come to see you, you say Caribbean island of Roatan. When you don't want to make them come to see you, say Honduras, the most dangerous place in the world. So you can decide. And we made a deal. We said, let's do it. It's a new chapter of our lives. I want to do education. Let's just start the academy there. Why Prospera? Some things were already said here. First of all, jurisdiction. I really wanted to have a place where there is not a lot of bureaucracy and we really can focus on what matters to us, and that's education, really doing the work in the least friction way possible. Then to values of the people. When I met Eric Bremen, we were speaking like 2 hours about Ayn Rand, about objectivism, about libertarian ideas, and I was blown away. And I told him I founded a company in Slovakia called John Galt LLC. And he said dude, you wouldn't believe, because we are naming this place St. John's Bay, and that is inspired by John Galt from Atlas Shrugged, which I was like, oh my God, I want to be here. I want to be in this place. And then the people like Nicholas, people like Ricardo, that are really like builders. And that's such a huge difference to many people that you meet around. But the Bitcoiners, we are the builders, so you just want to be in between people that are doing things. So this is how the place looked like. It was, empty place. The roof was leaking, so we needed to do a lot of repairs. We decided this will be the academy part where we're going to deliver the talks and do the workshops. So what were our pillars of focus when we started to build the center? First of all, the knowledge. We needed to build up the knowledge of people so that they know how to work with Bitcoin, they know how to use it, and they not got scammed. Because on the island and also in Honduras, there is a bunch of scams. Bunch of trading bot scams and pyramid schemes. It's all over the place. We wanted to give them good arguments how to not put money in that and focus on Bitcoin. So first we started with a Teachers Academy. This guy on the right is Lyndon, is one of the teachers that got interested and said guys, I want to learn about Bitcoin and I want to teach it to my kids in school on Roatan. So he was one of our first attendants. We just went around the island to all schools and just showed them, guys, we're going to set up 5 weeks academy for teachers. Come, it's going to be for free, and we're going to teach you what is Bitcoin, how to use it, and how to teach it to your kids as well. So in the end, we had a nice attendance of people from all over the island, locals as well as Americans who live long time on the island. And in the end, after 5 weeks, we got six graduates. And in the beginning, we told them, guys, we're going to employ 1 or 2 of you, and you're going to kind of work with us on Bitcoinization of Roatan. So the lady on the right, Anita, she's our new teacher. She's working with us for 2 months right now, and she's amazing. She's learning so much and just teaching kids. She's really, really lovely and great. And why they end up in Roatan? Because her with her husband, they kind of do some well. They bought Bitcoin in Corona times when it was 3,000. And then right now they are retired on Roatan, just diving and teaching kids about Bitcoin. So the second pillar was meetups. So this is the scuba shop in Prospera with a huge Bitcoin logo. So we met there Emilio, who's a super maxi guy, a scuba instructor, and he's an amazing guy. He set up a Satoshi's grave in Prospera. I will show you what it is. So we started to do Bitcoin meetups. Every 2 weeks, Bitcoin meetups. The first one, about 15 people showed up, and then 10 to 20 people were showing up almost on every meetups there. We are distributing stickers all around the place. So when you come to Roatan, you can just find these stickers all around, and people are. I actually found a guy with a motorcycle on the crossroad, and I saw like he had these stickers like "fuck the banks" on the motorcycle. I was like, dude, love you. So they are all around the place right now. This is a brewery on Roatan. We did a meetup there as well. So we are kind of changing places to places, and yeah, people are loving it and sharing the idea of Bitcoin all around. And this was one of the latest meetups about Bitcoin mining directly in our METH Academy. So we also focus on education for kids, because this is what I was doing in Slovakia. I translated a book called the Bitcoin Money Book. Who of you know the Bitcoin Money Book from Bitcoin Rabbi? You know that? If not, just check it out. It's an amazing thing. So I was focusing the last 2 years on kids' education in Slovakia mostly. So we started to educate kids on Roatan. This is the first graduates of our workshops. And what we did right now, actually, and it's going to be this Saturday. So if you don't know where to go after conference, come to Roatan. We're going to have an opening party of our academy, an official opening party, and a Bitcoin Hill Run. What is Bitcoin Hill Run? It's a charity run where the runners are taking Satoshis from the Bitcoin beach down there, where the scuba shop is, up to our center. It's done on the badges over LN URL withdrawal links over LN bits. And you can donate to the cause on Geyser Fund. Whatever Satoshis we receive, we're going to put them on the QR codes, and the runners can go up the hill with the QR codes. We claim them on the top, and everything that we're going to gather into the wallet will be donated to schools on Roatan. So far we raised almost $3,000, which is amazing, but you can contribute to us, and 100% of what you donate will be donated directly to schools. So there are some rewards, prizes for the runners. Whoever takes the most Satoshis up the hill wins some prizes. So check it out. And it's more like, it doesn't need to be a run. It can be a walk if you don't want to run, because it's kind of a hilly place. And it's most about like beautiful views on the whole Prospera. So yeah, bitcoinhillrun.com and register. The second part was infrastructure. You need to have businesses accepting Bitcoin so that you can build a circular economy. So first we started onboarding businesses. This is Sherry, and she's the first lady that was accepting Bitcoin on Roatan in 2017. And we helped her to accept Lightning Network. And when we showed her the differences, she was blown away, and immediately she started to accept Bitcoin over Lightning. This is Wendy with her daughter. She's selling repellents on Roatan. She's really famous for this. And we said, like, okay, we're going to buy the repellent, but we're going to pay in Bitcoin. She's like, okay, but I don't have a wallet. So like, no problem. We're going to set up a wallet for you in a minute. And we set up for her wallet of Satoshi. And I told her, like, I'm going to pay you in Bitcoin, but whatever you want, you can redeem with me in dollars. She's like, okay, fair enough. So I paid her $10 in Bitcoin, and then she said, like, okay, I'm going to keep $5 in Satoshis, and the rest you can give me dollars. And a few weeks after that, when the Bitcoin price went up a couple of percent, I met her randomly, and she's like, I want to learn more about that. I don't know if she's happy right now, but hopefully I'm going to meet her next week. I will see. And this is Sarah. She's the owner of, I think, the most delicious pizza place on Roatan. And what was her motivation was a little bit different. Sadly, what happened to Sarah, like 2 weeks before we came to her, she got robbed at the gunpoint during the day, and all the cash from the place got stolen. And she said, like, she wanted to go cashless, so that's why she was really interested in Bitcoin and in using the technology to get money without using a lot of cash. So she was really excited. We did a Bitcoin meetup at her place, and she already accepting Bitcoin for pizza. When we came, there were like only 2 places on Roatan accepting Bitcoin. Right now, there is more than 30 places that we onboarded, and in a month, there should be about 50 places on Roatan, and this is what we are aiming to do. Then what you need is on and off ramps. So this is Juan. He's kind of a famous guy in El Salvador, and he's the guy who founded Bitcoin ATMs in Roatan, in Honduras, and he's helping us to set up the first Bitcoin ATM in Roatan. This is it. This is the ATM from General Buys that came, and I was super excited about it. You can see it here, and it's going to be operational hopefully tomorrow, finally. And it's supporting Lightning Network as well, so you can buy and sell for dollars and lempiras as well in our center. What we're also building is a community of peer-to-peer exchange groups. This is Vexel. Have you heard about Vexel already? Some of you. This is product from Satoshi Labs, the guy that created Trezor. I hope you know that. And it's not yet rolled out globally, only in Czech and Slovak Republic, but I'm pushing hard for them to focus on Central America. So hopefully Salvador and Honduras soon. And it's a marketplace, peer-to-peer anonymous marketplace for Bitcoin. And there are already some drugs being bought and sold there. So the thing is, like, Satoshi Labs had no idea what is being sold and bought there. So it's kind of like a dark market built inside of your phone. Check it out. It's going to be big soon. And we're going to use it on Roatan as well. And the third pillar is the community space. We want to make sure that the community has a place to come and to meet and build relationships. So as I told you, this is our Sky building, our METH Academy. And these were the first meetings when we were designing what should be where and picking up the furniture. These are our lovely baristas, Ashley and Mariela. They are actually graduates from the school that we are going to support with our Bitcoin Hill Run, and they are doing amazing coffee. So come to our place to taste the coffee. What you can see here is the sign of our Bitcoin Center, and on the side is the largest Bitcoin sign in Honduras, as far as I know. Maybe also in Central America, but I don't know. Maybe in Salvador there is something bigger that I don't know of. And this is the video how it was set up there. And this is actually the entrance to Prospera. So when you're coming inside, the first thing you're going to see is the Bitcoin logo. So we wanted to really orange peel everybody that just come inside. This is the place from within. It's divided into the coffee place and the academy. So you can buy coffee. We accept only Bitcoin, nothing else. So you cannot pay it with fiat, with any other state or non-state shitcoin. So we are just Bitcoin only. We're using Tianki. I don't know, have you heard about Tianki? Yeah. Wonderful. The guys are actually out here. You can meet Darwin, and they are doing pretty cool stuff. They are using BTC Pay server that can go directly to your own wallets. So it's really nice way how to make BTC Pay server super easy to use for merchants, and you can make it to go into your Bitcoin Beach wallet, and you can cut off the volatility with stable sets. So for merchants, it's wonderful, and they are doing a lot of development on that. So I really recommend them, and check them out. And yeah, this is one of our meetups as well. So the aim for us is to really help locals, people from Prospera, or also Roatan, people from outside of Prospera, to come there, learn about Bitcoin, get the knowledge. If they heard about some project that might be a scam, they can come, and we can help them to decide if it's legit or not. 99% it's not legit, as you of course know. So we want really to be a place where when you go to Roatan and you want to meet Bitcoiners, like this is going to be the place. And the pillar number 4, when you're building community, is to have a good team. This is the team meetup of the first team meetup of our academy when we were talking about our mission and vision. On the left, you can see Susel. She's the manager of the center. And this is like a nice picture of our team. These are actually Bitcoin magnets. You can put them on a fridge. Tim, you get one? You got 2. Wonderful. So I have Bitcoin fridges in my place, and in Slovakia we have these magnets all around the place. On the cars, you can put it on the car, wherever. So you can buy some in our center if you come. And then on my shoulder you can see a Lightning ATM, like an open source DIY project of you put the coins inside and you get Satoshi outside. Really cool stuff that we have there as well. And yeah, you also need to have fun if you want to build projects like this. You already heard about Satoshi's grave, and I will show you a video from Satoshi's grave. This is a place like 10 meters underwater, where you have a huge Bitcoin logo with a Satoshi's quotes, and you can just go there, explore yourself, take videos and pictures. And what we did right now, I ordered like a big pirate chest from Amazon, and we're gonna put old treasures inside, you know, the Bitcoin coins, some seed plates, and white paper, and all this kind of stuff. So whenever somebody comes there, you can open it up and you know, explore the Satoshi's grave. So when somebody asks you, where did the Satoshi died, you can tell him like on Roatan. So what we learned during our journey so far, it's pretty new. It's like 2 months, 3 months almost. We learned that when you want to build something like this, you really want to focus on the community and provide a lot of value. You want to show people that you really care, and you want to give them a lot of know-how. Because Bitcoin as an idea, it's like a virus. It will be spreading, but people need good education. They need good tools, good resources, and you can be the ones that can provide them with this tool. So I want to encourage you all to, you know, build communities, build education centers around the world. And we also want to go online, but for us, currently the most important thing is to be offline, local, and make the Roatan the Bitcoin island of Caribbean. So you can follow us. If you go to METH on Twitter, that's our handle. And that's my handle, Dusan Matuska. And you might be asking, like, why METH? What's the reason? When we were thinking with Gabriel, with my colleague, about Bitcoin and what it means to us, there were like 2-3 words coming together. And it was cooperation, friendship, and fellowship that Bitcoin can provide. And in English, there is a word amity, which means friendship and fellowship. And we said, like, we want Bitcoin to bring this age of amity, to bring this age of cooperation, because this is why we are here for, and this is what Bitcoin is bringing. So we created METH as our company, and we said, like, okay, but we want a mascot that will be leading people through the education, and we created Amity Nakamoto, the granddaughter of Satoshi. That's our mascot, that's our logo, and she will be leading the Bitcoinization of Roatan and of people, of the kids. So she's kind of the character that knows about Bitcoin. So follow Amity Nakamoto, follow us on Twitter, and you can find me here. And please come to Roatan during this weekend, Saturday, Bitcoin Hill Run to support the kids, and in the evening, opening party. See you there. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah, so what Tim said, like, it's super connected to America, to US, to Canada, and actually there should be prolonging the airport maybe in a year or two to make direct flights from Frankfurt and Madrid. So it will be well connected to Europe as well. So yeah, check it out. And from Salvador there is a direct flight to Roatan. Just come. And if you have any questions, we have maybe a minute or two. Yeah, 3 minutes. So you can ask anything. Okay, so guys, see you around, and tomorrow on the Bitcoin Beach as well. Thank you very much.